Hey, all this is about 15 or 16 or whatever it is on the special challenge. And now we're fighting Medical Solemn. This is actually technically going to be the solo fight. We are allowing them to attack just a little bit. They don't do a lot of damage and stuff like that, but just to get a little bit of extra damage in here. But I am going to want them to die, of course, obviously. For that, there is a risk doing this, though, that, that happens. And if the snake starts getting weak or once we poison it, of course, we are not allowed to heal them. Stuff like that, so once they're dead, they're dead. Stuff like that, yeah. Still haven't gotten the poison off here. Okay, he is standing up, meaning that Beta could be incoming. The fact that we haven't poisoned him is really, really bad. We'll attack once with Tifa though to see. Bio John. She knocks out Tifa. Healed actually. So I think this could get really bad because he could knock out Claude. That would be really bad. We need to poison him though. The fact that our poison is not succeeding is pretty problematic here. We need to be as high health as possible, of course, when he does beta, because I have no idea how much damage it will do. We are having damage though, but still, there is still a lot of damage without sadness on. Nothing to steal, yeah, I know that. We could theoretically probably kill it with Meteor Rain. If we get its health low enough. How low are your health now, Mr. Snake? Okay. I think we cast another bio though. Hopefully it doesn't counter immediately just with Beta here, because we might be dead if he does. No. Heal. I definitely think that if he has like, what is it, 1500 health left, taking a risk here. Meteor Rain, I think he's dead. There's no way he was about to solve Meteor Rain hits here. Not when you're averaging 300, no, he's dead. Dead to Meteor Rain. Please let me make it over, nope. Oh, that was just in time there. I mean, we can kill another one. Do we though? We say first. Let's just kill another snake just for fun. Let's go. Snake, round 2. And now the other party members are much closer to dying here. So that is something. If I get in a little bit of damage here. We're still out 26, Mr. Snake. And she's dead. Lord. The main problem is if we don't get bio off, the thing is we can get knocked off and then we are set back to the beginning of the swamp. Kyoto. Bio. And here we go, that's how you do it. we use regular physical attack here is the question now. Because I'm pretty certain he cannot knock you out until he actually rises up. Attack him once though, I think is fine. That was waste of a cure here. Attack once. So I want him to raise so he can do beta because I want to see the beta damage actually. Just don't knock me out though. I think we kill it in one meteor now at this point. Taking the risk again here, Meteor Rain, come on, get damage. You're not dead. Yo, direct explosion, let's see. That's really annoying. We made it all the way across. Hello. We don't have a tent. Okay. Intimately mines. We've shown that we can kill Medgar Solon. So move all our range. Yeah, elemental is pretty decent here. So now we all poison, all restore earth, steel, and choke mog. I'm not going to bother with long range actually. We went with steel, right? Yeah, we have the best steel here. They still have steel equipped. Oops. Oops, now we can continue on here. And we can get one of them as source. Wind source. And there wasn't a treasure stop in. There's a spirit. That's for the spirit. Just a second. Ah. Why did Tifa ask? Tifa? Oh, right, because Tifa hasn't met Rude. I mean, technically in the elevator, it was Claude that met them in the... This was basically the FBI of this Black Universe and whatever, right? Because, yeah. Because imagine, right, how many cool games, cool DLC they could have done for the remake if they didn't care about the whole if they didn't care about the whole wokeness stuff and stuff that, you know. Because I definitely think that, right, that the whole thing with not having all the characters, right, all the characters should have already been in part 1. And if they wanted to split it, they could have still split it into 3 games, right, or 2 games at least. But the thing is that if they would have made it into just 1 game, right, they could have made it like really, really big. But the thing is, there was absolutely no reason to make it like absolutely insane looking and stuff that, you know, and stuff that. And I definitely think that there are like sections in the game that there's no reason to have them being dragged out and stuff that, because here's the thing, right? There's no way in the next game that we're gonna get to visit every town and then go back into every single town once we reach a certain point, because, you know, the fact that we couldn't even in part 2 actually go inside Midgar again. And I don't mean that properly go inside Midgar, but actually being able to even go outside the gate is what I'm talking about and stuff that, But that could be nice to do. So I kill the crabs in a summon, I think. Crabs. I don't know what the crabs have, if they have anything with the stealable. Yeah. I know that the war enemies have ethers, of course, obviously, and stuff that, right? Now, the thing I know is the forest, of course, the problem with the forest, which you probably already know, is that in the forest, there are the things that do the lightning attack, which is like the spark, grand spark, or whatever it's called, like the spark move that they have. It does not count as lightning, so you cannot like half it with like a lightning and stuff like that, because it's just counts as a physical attack, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So we got everything now, and now finally we're on the outside. Now we did. Okay. So we're on the outside. 14 hours in. Level 24. Not very high. But I believe that this forest is actually the forest furthest away that you can do it in. And I believe this one has actually a higher chance to have Yuffie in it. I think you could also get really lucky and get Yuffie on the very first try. But we do not. Okay, these are the formulas. Which, is really bad. Star Boomerang, okay, that's nice. Yeah, see, their damage is a bit of a problem. Yes, how the fuck are we meant to fight them, actually? It's the question, because the thing is, if it does the blue impulse a lot, there's no way we're gonna be able to steal, like, 3 boomerangs. That was with me in the back row, right? That was with me in the back row. But that was me in the back row. There's the boomerang. That was with me in the back row. Yeah, so you realize how bad this is. And stuff like that. The thing is though that we can have a better armor right now at least. And stuff that, so maybe we have to go back later. And stuff that, because yes, stealing the boomerang is nice, but if it can just kill us like very, very easily, that's really bad. You have a stealable item, by the way. I will test. Nothing to steal, okay? Do you die to biode by any chance? Or can you get poisoned at least? No, you cannot get poisoned. Wow, 101 damage in the back row, that's not too shabby. Really? Doody 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 doody. Yeah, because I feel like that's what actually Avalanche would do, actually specifically. But it feels like that is the most correct conversation that you can have here and stuff there because you have, So we definitely do this so we can get the magic comb. Now, if I remember correctly, the first fight is a lot of beasts. If I remember correctly, specifically, so you need a guy that's good against beasts. There are of course certain strats that you can use, of course, to make things cheaper and stuff like that. Because it's not, of course, always good. You have ten enemies. There appear to be many beasts. So you want to pull more attackers, okay? Maybe start in the middle. Attacker. Attacker. I think we just start with 2 attackers here. Okay, so we can just... Okay, you have one here. And you have one here. Good. And then we start putting ones lower. There are 2 beasts so far. Okay. Another attacker, you have 3 beasts so far. And another one. So let's have another attacker here that we can help with. Okay, and then we have an actual flying one. Shooter. Shooter needs to come in and help. Maybe start. Both of them needs to go after these. Putting a shooter down here somewhere. Putting a shooter. And the shooter goes for the bird. Hold them back. Hold them back, please. Can we actually go around here maybe and get here? Okay. Go up there and you go for that. Okay. Okay. Shoot this guy. Then you start going down now, please. Go down there and remove quickly. Remove over here. So you go over here, like that. Yes, you go for this. Go for bird. So let's have another shooter here, go for the bird as well, just to hold up the bird here. There's the command guy. Okay. But theoretically we could already go and defeat the commander if we want to. But I want to have all my forces go against it if possible here. You're good. You go and attack the commander, you go attack the commander, and you go and attack the commander. You're good. And then you go and attack commander, and you go and attack commander. We'll see if this is enough here, because I don't want to black waste here. And generally speaking, the defender is pretty good, I believe, against it, but technically the best thing I believe is actually the fighter, because he has no weak or strong opponents, so you know. I think we got this now. I think he's gonna kill another one. No. Here we have 4 left. It's on the kill. Found this on the battlefield, Madicomb. Here we go. We found the Madicomb on the battlefield, and we still have 151,000, right? Yeah, 151,000, yeah. So that's the first fight. Now, there are some fights also that give you something very good. I believe it's the second fight or whatever it is. There is certain fights that give you some really good stuff. There's like one fight that gives you several liters, if I remember correctly. I forgot, do they have the absolutely insane stuff here yet? No. They will have the weaker stuff here, but still. So Boomerang sells for 700 apiece. Madicomb sells for 1,000 though. Potion sells for just a little bit. So Boomerang sells for 700 each. So yeah, 700 times. So that's 10 is 7,000 for the Boomerang, which is pretty decent, I would say. But you know, like getting a lot of them is not easy. You used to have regular material, right? Yeah, fine. Like the ice and so. But yeah, we'll go through the Madicomb there. Yeah. So now, right, and I believe it's something special now. I don't think it changes after you talk here, because it's not until disc 2 when they really start slapping with the stuff here. Because in disc 2 they have like stuff like they have like death blow here and stuff like that. Although there is a earlier place where you can get multiple death blows. But death blow is very good, well, specifically on certain characters. Death blow is really good and stuff like that, because yeah. Again, getting you VII won't be the easiest thing in the world, because of course that you know the main problem is of course the formula enemy. Also a big problem actually with the formula enemy is the fact that yes, it is a lot of damage, but it depends on how often it uses blue impulse. Because I believe it can use blue impulse an infinite amount of times. Oh yeah, this enemy is also a bit annoying here. I just want to see if there is a good steal here. Just to check. I want a bio here just to see if we'll kill them in a bio or if we need to use the more expensive thing here. Okay. Very good. Another thing though is that the XP here is very, very good. But yeah, without Tranquilizer, these forests are actually scary and stuff like that. Again, we are gonna be trying to steal a little bit with two characters, like Cold Lord use Bios and Mr. Death. Because eventually we are gonna get to see what the steal is here. And if it's worth wasting time here on the steal or not. And it's pretty lucky that this is pretty spread out here. Yeah, don't have to low die now. Yeah, I think if we get the correct encounter also we can use Meteor Rain or just Finishing Touch. It's just gonna tell you about the bird. It's the Green Pill Impulse. See that thing? It's not the blue impulse, that's the problem, is when they do the regular attack. Main problem of course is the longer the boomerang does not get stolen, like the more annoying this becomes. I'll kill two here instead, because Tifa is very low. Just all boomerang, that's good. So then we see from the another guy. We killed the first one. There's a lot less DPS for the enemies. Okay, there's another one. I think we actually regular Fury here. I hope Tifa hits the right one. Hit one and back, Tifa nice. It's a big shot, one and back. Steam. Jag stole boomerang. How'd you attack? Told you Q2. I know that's a bit early for the Q2. Right here is nothing to steal here. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Yes. But my theory at okay, poison is a bit far away still. It is a bit far away. Steel is decent. So now we have 4 more boomerangs. That's decent because boomerang is actually self a lot there, as you can see, because it's a later weapon and stuff like that. The boomerang is not, of course, double growth. Wind slash is double growth, which is from the boat. Eventually we're gonna get Yuffie, but I'm only gonna allow us to grind here until we get Yuffie pretty much. So the longer it takes to get Yuffie, the better, of course. We're actually gonna be splitting here twice. With everyone, we're gonna be splitting here. I'm gonna steal just these 3 times, and then I'm gonna do the limit break with Claude. 1, 2. Otherwise, I'm gonna continue stealing here while we use all ether. Okay. So we can theoretically, once we get powerful enough here, we can steal like 6 ethers a battle. I think 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it's 5 actually. Because yeah, I mean, if they have stealable ethers here, yeah, that's actually very, very useful if they need stealable ethers indeed. That is extremely useful. And yeah, here's the thing, right? If we get Chocobo up also, that will be like really, really good as well and stuff like that. The thing is though, the fact that we have that save place also nearby and stuff like that is also very, very good. Not gonna lie. I mean, I don't know how long it. Oh no, I thought that was Yuffie for a second there. I think we're gonna have to. Oh, I will see, man. It depends on. Oh, okay. So they're not on a boomerang. Sure. Kill the first bird. What this kill Claude here. Yeah, that boomerang stolen. Yeah, that's the boomerangs. now we're gotten 7 boomerangs in total. 7 boomerangs. Seven boomerangs, that's really, really something. You know. Yeah, some boomerangs. But again, as I said, this depends on how late it takes for Yuffie to show up. I'm pretty certain that Yuffie can be in this forest also, I think. She can be in all of those 3 forests, but I believe it's actually a higher chance in one of them. But yeah, okay, this... But I think this is a fight that we can take, but we need to be in the back row. Of course, hey, when there's only 2 of them, like, things become a lot easier. I feel like. Okay, now we see it from the second guy. Kill the first guy, I think. Of course, keep in mind that once our characters are strong enough, then, you know, then this is a very good stealing spot for ethers because of the fact that you can counter 5 of them. There we go. Mind blow game, that's nice. It's 206 MP pool now. The thing is, I have no idea how long it's going to take for Yuffie to show up. And here's the thing, right? Even if you save right with the battle before Yuffie, then you know that doesn't make the next encounter the Yuffie fight. It's just a bit sad. There is, of course, the later forests will have a high chance for Yuffie to show up. So, of course, it's important. There's the boomerang. Very nice, and Barrett kills of the first bird. See it from the second bird. The thing is, I definitely feel like you're meant to do these fights like way later and stuff like that, right? Lost on boomerang. Just did anything. Cure. Now I want to eat the bird. Songbird Tifa. kill the background. Wow, that is a lot of damage there. Kill 2. One more boomerangs. You're not doing anything, are you out of skill power? What are you doing, Whisper? There we go, good. Tifa. Yay! I'm beating crap out the birds. Somersault, okay, nice. Now we have 10 boomerangs, that's 7,000 gil. So that's 7,000 gil. So you know that's something. I don't know what it's. Yeah, I mean the XP here is great. So that's the whole thing, you know, and stuff like that. Oh, this is the. Actually, while we can see lethers here, it's just better to use, you know, get rid of them. The thing is though is that once we have like better armor and stuff that like, you know, not even common bangles because we do have common bangle on Claude. The fact that that encounter is also like 30 AP is pretty insane. So poison is 4,295 left, 5,000 sun, 49 on that. Shokumog is getting pretty close. My problem if we run out of MP during the fight, then that's really bad. Because I don't really want to use up an elixir, although you can theoretically just gain infinite elixir once but it's a certain point in the game. There we go, there's the ninja. You are a ninja. You have nothing to steal. Can we bio you? Good. Man, I can't believe I lost. Not interested. Hairdresser. Let's hurry. Materia. Can we call it something fun? No. Yeah, I know. Melody. It's Melody back. Sing it up for me. And she comes with, of course, some pretty insane stuff. She comes with 4.2, you can of course obviously, and you can now check, of course, the boomerang, as you can see, is the same as the hard edge and the hard edges, grand gloves, stuff that is exactly the same. But as you can see, it has a 30 and it has 101. She starts with combo bag, of course, but it's pretty insane, and she also starts with a 300 into throw. And throw actually gives you vitality, which is interesting. So we get Melody, and yeah, I think Tifa, you give your materia to Melody. If you want Melody, you can actually have the throw. I think. Let's say that throw belongs to you actually. Something like that, right? So right, there we go. Barrett here. So we have both a long range character here, so he has still, she has still. Okay, good. And now we've gotten all the boomerangs we can get now because of that, because I told you what we were gonna do there. So that, and we have done the things we wanted to do there. So now we're done in the forest. We're not allowed in the forest anymore. They're kicking us out of the forest, because we were killing animals, and then they were like, "Why the fuck did you kill us and animals in the forest?" I'm like, "Okay, saluda me." Youth that is very, very good at stealing stuff. Unless you don't have anything to steal, and then just attack. But then again, I am allowing, of course, to get kills here because them being high level seems to make the stealing easier. Smell on the neck is very important, of course, to have. With us, and now we need to rest here, of course, obviously. The thing is, next up is, of course, the Bottomswell boss fight. And Bottomswell is, of course, pretty interesting for a boss fight because I believe he's actually weak to wind, meaning you can technically set up wind on Claude. So that is interesting, of course, obviously. And we are going to sell, of course, the 10 boomerangs, and so that's which is going to be some 1,000. And so that's why we are that much closer to the actual thing. You hang in there. Yes, we're hanging in there. 10 ethers, elixir is not worth anything, mega elixir is not worth anything, potions is worth 150, potions is worth 50, 3 ethers is worth 2,250, so that's pretty decent. And now we're at 166,000, but we are not allowed to steal any more boomerangs at this point. Yeah, keep in mind that we all have 2 extra dexterity that we shouldn't have from the actual thing itself. Oh, Savage, she does not start with the most amazing thing, that she could have started with, which would have been Chocobo Feather, of course, obviously. So we're gonna equip her with a Chocobo Feather eventually. Stuff that, or more with the luck. I forgot. Because I'm pretty certain that dexterity should affect like stealing and stuff that. And the thing is, of course, on the cargo ship, we're gonna have to steal. So the main problem on the cargo ship will, of course, be if the Shinra beta is not worth it, by the way, then that will change a lot of things. Now, maybe I will allow the Shinra beta to be used on other characters, right? Because, you know, like, yes, them having the default equipment is funny and stuff that, you know, but, you know, it's funny up to a certain point, but then also it can become, you know, like, but it depends on, of course, again, what Shinra Beta sells for and stuff that, right? And Shinra Beta would feel like something that they would actually wear because they are dressing up like Shinra, you know, and stuff that's here. She's the highest level at level 22, of course, so he's 18, she's 18. She's 18. Yeah. Because it's basically right that you can see that he only has 44 defense. Claude has, of course, 79, but he also has a protective vest equipped. She has 62 defense because she also has a column bangle, and she's slightly lower than Claude. But you can see she has amazing stats, actually, all things considered. In fact, again, as I've said, that the whole double growth weapons will all sell for a lot. It matter a lot as well. And we're almost there. We're almost at Yunnan. And yeah, how much time can we record? Okay, good. We can probably defeat bottoms, well, maybe make it inside. But I think we buy over here and then we just kill this. You can see that she actually starts with pretty decent amount of MP as well. Because the reason why she has the shoulder pad, by the way, is actually because of the fact that she's meant to be a soldier and stuff. That's why she also has the whole neck thing. The same neck thing that Claude has, she has like a different color of it. So yeah, so she was of course meant to be the soldier. She was actually supposed to like chase Claude, and she was supposed to be like several boss fights or something like that, you know. Oh, the Hell Rider version 2. Oh right, and it pushes them forward. What are your steel, by the way? Do you have something like unique? I think he has something unique, right? Isn't it? Nah, it's not him that has that item, I don't think. I mean, it would be crazy if he has the item that I'm thinking about. No, only high potion, man. Okay. Let's hope for the break. I am gonna allow her to use the limit break to speed up the boss fight. Let's go. Why is this town so run down? Let's go in here first. You want me? You can see you can get meteorometer, you can get grenades here, you can get tents. We have 2 high potions we can sell low, and that's it. Time for the bottom swing boss fight. Now you say it. Get out of here. And keep in mind that I'm gonna basically exit the town basically after this boss fight, and we're gonna use we just save because I don't know if we even have time to do the boss fight here. We will see. Otherwise, I will have to do an extra recording. I'm pretty certain we can actually finish this very quickly here. Because Melanie opens with Grease Lightning, Cloudcast Bio, and he Big Shots. Big Shot. Okay. That's not what we're meant to do. We're meant to attack the water polo. With magic, please. I forgot that we have to attack it with magic. This looks like it should hit the water polo here as well, because the water polo will actually counter some enemy here. Looks like it's part of bio here. Sure. Managed to survive, actually. I think we're gonna do one bonus recording, by the way. I thought you were meant to get the power source here as well, not use the power itself. Run back CPR now. CPR. Epstein list. You fucking creepy old man. You're like, take deep breaths.